crash while we do wait for a player from Giants side to join us. But as you can hopefully see, everyone has now returned. The knife round has taken place, and the best of 3 is set to begin. Of course, it's LDLC that decide where they want to start, but on a map like Dust 2, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Dust 2, it's pretty even Stevens in that regard. I don't think anybody's going to be too worried about starting on the T side, of course. Looks like we are getting into that pistol round now, though. I'm looking forward to this one. Pistol round is go. Bit of a split from the Giants. Moving through in just a very standard setup. Sixer hidden away. Back by Car on this B bomb site. That's quite a meaty nade. Returns with one that's not quite as aggressive. And towards the A bomb site might be the way to go. That's a lovely shot by Lambert, though. Afro as well has to shut it away. Doesn't actually find anything for his troubles, and now the Glock needs to mow them away. Lambert once more over by Hadji. They need to take short control back onto this A bomb site. With the kit, they've got plenty of time. That C4's only just gone down. But Giants are playing this as a unit, as an entry pack. They're going to just swing together, and that's a lovely shot. Hadji all the way out in the open, flashes himself. The kit on the floor, easy pickings, but he needs to still find both of these shots. And that smoke might be the way to go here. Picks up that kit, wants one and done before he gets to defuse, but it's not going to happen. Giants, another T-sided pistol round, Flakes.
It seems to be the tale of today, doesn't it? The last 48 hours, there's just been T-side pistols, left, right, and center. Giants able to start with the right foot forward, and that's the most important thing here, I feel, is get yourself a pistol, get the mentality, kind of that positive feeling going, so we can hopefully see some good CS here from Giants. I don't want them just to get battered again, to be frank about it.
No, I'd like to see something a lot more competitive here. At least Fox is putting in the work towards those mid doors. That was actually 2 wall bangs onto both Lambert and Afro. You can see Lambert really struggling with the damage here. He's been tagged since then at 14 HP. And Giants, all 5 of them still rocking and rolling. Just taking mid control, and they seem to be playing very reactive CS right now. Just holding, seeing who makes the mistake for LDLC. We did see some aggressive short control last round that didn't pay dividends. Now the Molotov's actually forcing Body through. He's going to find one for his troubles. There's a second. The Deagle is still ready and waiting. The smoke perfectly supports. And he's able to just fall away with a 1-man advantage. 2 kills to his name.
Surely, rounds like this is not the ones that LDLC are able to chime back for. Just a bunch of Deagles, a couple of scouts as well. Somehow rivaling the likes of the AKs. Absolute madness. The one savior of the round might be the decision to go A long here. No one there on the LDLC side to contest it. Should give them full A control. They can hold the cross from short, but that's going to be a tough fight, surely, with these rifles in tow. Okay, buddy. I mean, just... Okay. Okay, buddy. He is just going to absolutely annihilate them on the cross there. 2 1Ds. He has to go for the plant. And that's what makes life difficult for him now. Upside, both these players are low. Downside, there's 2 of them.
That's a pretty big downside.
Yeah, that was... I can't get over the fact that the Deagle of Body there has just absolutely crushed them on the site. 2 1Ds as they push round onto the site itself. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, he's been doing this for years. Just look at these swift shots. Look at how far that flick is as well. Even able to connect with the headshot. Felt like That definitely could have been an ace. And Body's been doing this sort of thing for years, but it does surprise you just every single time when he's able to nail those faces with the deagle of all weapons. Recently had a bit of a resurgence with, well, a lot of the other pistols being nerfed, being balanced. Valve wanting to put the deagle on a pedestal above those other pistols. 1-1 right now. LDLC slaps back. They're right into this game. Let's see if they can slow down this B aggressive. They've got Fox for support. I think they're waiting for him before they actually go into this bomb site. LDLC, they don't actually have many HE grenades, so this isn't going to be heavy damage on the entrance, but Lambert misses a couple of shots. It's all down to Afro. He needs to spray and pray, and he only finds one for his troubles. Low on HP or another 2. So as this bomb goes down and through, LDLC might need to just wrap and see what sort of opening that they can find. B is notoriously hard to retake. Of course, here with Renato looking towards upper B tons, perhaps this AK can instantly find him, and yeah, not expecting 2 players from that specific position. Has to take the chances at that point. And there still is PR very low on HP. He says night night. And Nope has to find both of these shots, missing an absolute whale of bullets. And again, it's straight back to the retakes for LDLC.
Yeah, this is where things start to get a little bit brutal. LDLC's train, well, it's currently at the station. We're booking people on board. How quickly is it going to run away down the tracks? That is what I'm waiting to see now. No full buy just yet from Giants. Their first major time to step up here will be round 5. Could opt for a couple of deagles, a few little things here just to make round 4 a little bit less of a whitewash. But in fact, I'm seeing $600 spent. Is this a force-up? Is this really the right play? I have some misgivings on this decision here. This could be a little too aggressive.
Yeah, terrible would be a better word.
They do have the 2,400 loss bonus, which is helpful. But yeah, this is an interesting choice.
I massively disagree with this buy flakes. I think that they could have easily eaten an eco at this point. If they win the round, then I guess they were right in some regard, but absolutely on paper, they're wrong to make a decision like this.
It's so early in the game that, yes, you can definitely eat a couple of rounds. That's the...
You know why I disagree? Is because it's just, they seem very flustered. Obviously, they got absolutely bodied on that previous map, and maybe they're carrying that mindset through to Dust 2. Maybe they're just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. I don't think that LDLC would be necessarily expecting a force buy here. But as Sixer starts to wrap it up once again, I think he even spotted the cross. So back to the B bomb site, wants to be the support. There's still a minute left. And this push about to come in behind these smokes.
The thing is, all the smokes have been thrown, but there is no push. It's fake news. The real play is going to occur towards A, but guess what? LDLC, they've only done one thing. Rotated onto the sites. They're playing 2 for 2. They are not up for Giants games right now. Hadji just going to waltz on through. Gets 1 for Shrubbles. Makes it to 2. Lines up for a 3rd. Left, right, good night. Hadji is in the server and he's here to play. Absolutely crushing them. Bloods can't find a headshot for their life. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. As Hadji then slips back to the left, taps him out the server, and job done.
How did he just do that? Look at how much time Giants have to respond. PR's caught with his pants down with a knife out, Flakes. What's he doing? And then Bloods, how many shots does he miss there? 4, 23, 22? Just gets blasted in the face. That is, well, if I was saying that Giants might be tilted, then I can't think of anything more tilting than something like that happening. Remember, that was a force buy. That wasn't a nothing burger round. And right now, they might be about to walk into the blender again.
This is looking pretty one-sided already. Really hoping this is not going to be just a repeat of Nuke, where it is just devastation.
Yeah, this does not look close. Giants are in a really precarious position right now. If they let this scoreline get ahead of them, if LDLC can get to double digits, anywhere near the 12 rounds that they were able to achieve on Nuke, then this is just going to be a terrible half and just a really poor performance this series. Luckily, they still have some time. They've got opportunities. Fox actually missing the mark there, and Six is able to take him away. The double AWP setup about to come to play. Lambert able to scurry backwards and passive. Six towards CT. As Giants, they get nothing out of that opening engagement.
Any saving grace here for Giants? Maybe this play towards short could be something, but you've got 3 players between A and mid respectively that are all ready to respond. We saw how well the short play went last time. Pick one in the bag for Sixer as he's there to snipe them down, waits for the second. It's a good flash actually, so that will enable them to cross. The Sixer has to get on the defensive here. That should be a plant for sure here from Giants, and a chance at a round, but they take the duel, ballsy, but it pays off. PR will get the headshot, and that secures at least some semblance of an advantage for Giants for now. Still a 4-on-3 overall, but they have the short control, and that'll help them a ton here when it comes to defending against this retake.
Pushing in from all sides, and one and done. Blood's still alive. This bomb ticking precariously close. And Six is able to finish it off. Just scrambling towards that bomb. Not really a lot of time there. That did get close for a second.
If he missed that jump once more, he would have missed that. Fun fact to you there, the little jump box on towards the site. Missed it the first time. Second time, I think you're cutting that a little close.
Yeah, you can't afford to make missteps when there's only 7 or 8 seconds left on the bomb. You really can't afford that. But once again, you saw LDLC. They get the 5 versus 3, and they allow the plant to go through. Yes, a little lane peek onto short that did get punished. Back to a 4v3. However, LDLC incredibly comfortable just playing their own game. And once again, they find themselves in favorable situations. Lambert looking towards lower tons. He's got all of the information right now. He knows exactly where Giants are playing from. Haji right above this smoke. Peppers in a smattering of damage, and Fox probably isn't going to check this angle. Body might have his number here. Fox playing incredibly patient. It's a game of cat and mouse, and Body walks right into it. The Fox apparently eats the mouse or something like that. I don't know. I'm stretching analogies and breaking them and bending them, but with 25 seconds left, Sixers right through the rear. I think that Fox is aware of him. He's not in cover. He instantly gets dropped. And Sixer just pumping those flashes. Inbound is easily able to find those shots. The double AWP setup, it's working perfectly. And LDLC are back to their good old ways.
The flashbangs there from Sixer as well. I mean, literally, he's just double scoped on a guy ramp after both flashes.
Yeah.
Like, that shows just how...
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to LOOT.BET to cash out now.
Welcome back, folks. If you have just joined us, you've not missed much. It's just an LDLC show, a repeat of Map 1. 6-1 the scoreline in a brutal game it has been so far. Not a single sign of life from Giants the past couple of rounds. It has been just absolute destruction. LDLC on their CT side. Sixer, a key player with the AWP. 1 or 2 for the CT side. Seems like this time around they're looking for a mid to B here. Just to try and change things up a little.
Yeah, this is definitely a change of pace, but LDLC with 3 players here were very set up for it. And with Renato finding that shot, I'm not too sure. Afro also drops, and Giants roll right over the defense. The bomb can go down, and LDLC, I think they'll try and reach for an opening frag, but when they don't find it, I think that saving might be the best bet. Haji's low on cash. Sixer, not so much. He's got almost $8,000 here, and they are trying to clear their passage back to the T-spawn. So definitely in the back of their minds with this save. Fox misses both of those shots. He gets tagged, cautioned, back to the B-bomb site. Now they have to scurry away and keep hold of these rifles, which will happen.
Well, second round in play, so at least gives them a lifeline to work with here, but they need more on their T side. The thing about Dust 2 is it's so even that every round counts. It's not like a map where you can go, oh, it's okay, we're 11-4, we can bring it back. It's a 50-50 map. Even 6-2 is actually quite a significant gap.
Yeah, it means that Giants have to get on the treadmill right now and start running. Otherwise, they're not going to get anywhere in this series. They're already a map down, as we know. Nuke, a very one-sided show. Dust 2 might be similar scenes. And LDLC just seem very creative. I love this boost. It's not obviously the first or 100th time that we've seen it. It's fairly common, but they're putting in different tactics every single round, from the double AWPing towards mid doors, not separating them. Now with these boosts up on short, means that Giants are going to walk into a world of trouble if they're not very careful. If they had anybody towards lower tons, especially single players, they're probably going to get caution firmly back. Now to challenge the AWPs, now to take long, now to try and take the A site.
Sixer is just a class act right now, isn't he, towards long? An absolute force to be reckoned with. They're going to push up. They will find body. Sixer tries to live to fight another day, just drops into CT. We'll play out the 4v4. What they really need is a couple of good flashbangs. Get that short control going. Especially with no presence from long, short control is going to be so important here. Ooh, you should be losing that duel. Blood's only able to get one, makes it to a second in just a moment's notice, but then dies to the flames that he runs right into, gives Lambert the chance to run in, grab the defuse, if he could find it. It will be just another round for LDLC.
That's a bit of a blood pumper, a bit of a heart pounder. There is no way that LDLC should be winning that. And the man of the match right there, again, is Sixer. You see him get this opening shot, lovely onto Fox. He's winning that AWP duel every single time. But he scurries away. You could see Giants, they were looking for him on that bomb site. They were so confused. They didn't know where the hell he was. Gets the bomb down, and surprise, surprise, he's there in the 4 versus 4, delivering 3 out of 5 of those frags. And LDLC, no chance that they should have been winning that one, but they do it, and it's back to the retakes again. Every single time seems to come down to these retakes, these late round situations. The LDLC just have the trump card. They've got the ace of spades.
Good pick from Sixer to open things up once again, straight through the crack in mid. Haji will get caught. The Sixer seemingly going to assist him there. Lambert, though, filling in the gaps on short, just holding it down with the AWP. Hope nice and close, but I think Lambert might be able to do something here. Nope, it's the completely blind M4 headshot that seals that kill over the line. Forcing once again another retake. really working out, though. It's just trading from LDLC at this point. That's what working out so well for them on these retakes. They just play the numbers game to absolute perfection. They really do.
Yeah, their trades are phenomenal. It seems to be Sixer finding all of these openings. You see him again right there. PR just caught absolutely with his pants down. And even though Giants are finding a couple of opening picks here and there, it's just never working out. Sixer absolutely has their number, and their retakes are looking crispier than a well-done steak. 8-2, and Giants, once again, they've got guns in their hands. They've resorted to the double AWP setup on the T side of Dust 2. Not often the most common occurrence, but Fox finding the headshot nonetheless. I like this slow approach. Giants obviously know that they've got the one-man advantage. They don't need to force the issue here. You see Afro trying to pry for a little bit of information, maybe even a frag or two. But PR very hyper-aware that he's going for this aggressive play towards the top of underpass. And once more, it's Sixer. He just shows up every single round, Flakes. And once more, it's that opening frag. Last round, it was onto PR. The round before, it was onto Fox. This round, Renato. 3 rounds in a row where he's finding first blood, those opening frags. It's so impressive.
"30 seconds now, Giants. A do-or-die opportunity to rush their way up through short, try and force the issue once again. Yeah, cutting it extremely close, though. Jumping. Oh.
No.
Not quite going to happen.
Unlucky. No.
Pretty unlucky, yeah, for sure. But I think at this point, LDLC, you just have to save now, right? You've gone for a more comedic outcome to the round, lost 2 players in the process. Just save. Giants will get their 3rd. You can run for your 9th, and a 2 or 3 still very much on the table.
I hope that that's not the start of some LDLC complacency as well. They did have a 4 versus 4. They've been winning them just routinely. This map, last map as well. I think that Nuke is maybe even harder to find a lot of those retakes on. Dust 2, that A bomb site has a little bit more play in it. You've got the angles. Definitely if you've got long control as well as the CT side, you can burst your way back up. That means that you've got coverage of car, pretty much the whole of ramp. You can see most of the A site from that side of the map. But this time, yeah, this just doesn't really work out from Body, and you can see that the punishment comes in from Nope. I like that. Obviously, Giants keep their heads. Body not so much. And 8-3 being the scoreline. Still a monstrous lead, though.
Giants seemingly just very biased towards the A site right now, which I can appreciate. It's been really the only site that's worked for them. Problem is, I'm not so sure on the long take. Sixer so far has been just a force to be reckoned with there with the AWP. Upside is it's limited to play with. You have just got pistols, of course. Love the boost. I mean, what a way to get creative. Force the first duel.
I gotta say it, that's 5 rounds in a row that Six has done that. Absolutely unbelievable. And he's going for second helpings. Doesn't find it this time. Don't want to see him get too greedy. But Giants have to start thinking about avoiding Sixer full on. He's got the AWP in this server, and obviously it's pistols for 3 of the other players. The French side Body. He's got a great angle. He's going to mow them down. What a disgusting Deagle play. There's the AK in hand. And he's just going to hold his ground for a couple of seconds. They can allow this bomb to go down, play the retake, overwhelm this with their man advantage. Hadji and Afro doing all of the heavy lifting. And it's back to 9, back to winning ways. Giants, they can't chain together rounds. It's deja vu, PTSD back to Nuke. I think this might be even crueler treatment. Sixers on a 5 KD flakes. 5.
I have no words to describe how destructive LDLC are being right now. Just Giants, yes, they've had a couple good rounds, but when you look at them, one round attributed to a couple good entries, to be fair, but then the retake thrown away by LDLC going for jumping AWP shots and whatever else. All things considered, pretty bleak. That's a welcome change, though. Six are missing the shot towards long.
Doesn't miss twice. That is absolutely disgraceful. 6 in a row. That is why they call him Sixer. 9-3 on the board, and it's not getting any prettier for the Giants. They're getting absolutely battered like a fish right now on Dust 2. This has been very, very one-sided. You can't understate that. They're being crushed, especially by Sixer. I feel like a broken record. And Renato, he just looks a little bit lost. He just doesn't look very hopeful for this one. There's 40 seconds left on the clock. I think the chance of him even surviving with this AK-47 is pretty marginal. We'll see. As that clock ticks down, at least the chance of saving this AK extends ever so slightly, but also does the chance of him dying after time. You never know when LDLC is going to pull the trigger on this push. Remember, they don't have a lot of money themselves on the CT side, despite a monstrous performance here, especially in the last, well, just really from the start, from the second round of the half. An AK will be saved. Renato will have that in hand. We're sure to see a force buy here in 14. Puts them in a sticky spot going into the last of the half. Of course, the loss bonus is built up as well. So a couple of kills, a bomb plant. That can secure a full buy in round number 15. But if this is a shutdown from LDLC, it's definitely going to be a nasty situation for the rest of this half. We might even see another 12-3.
That's the potential reality here, isn't it? It's a brutal 12-3. I mean, look at that towards long. So much damage done. And the kill, in fact, claimed by the Flames in the end. Could have been more as well, but the flash just nice enough to force his crosshair slightly to the right. Interesting enough, though, it does prompt Giants to immediately then choose to rush mid. They're making a lot of noise here. Afro, seemingly aware of the situation, will get caught by Renato, but he took his teammate down with him, which makes this one a little bit costly. That could have been a wallbang as well, or a collateral even. Lambert now knows what's coming. CZ out. Not quite the best weapon for this scenario. As Fox tries desperately to hang on, but Lambert's just wasting his time.
Yeah, these pushes are falling on deaf ears. There's nothing coming of them. They're not even really getting close to bomb plants anymore. It's not even just Sixer showing up. Pretty much everybody. You actually see the TK come through for Renato. The morale must be at an all-time low for Giants. And you see that this buy is also pretty low as well. Galil coming in. Double Mac 10, an AK here and there, but this is definitely looking like a potential 12-3 half. Deja vu to Nuke. Once again on Dust 2. Nades rain through. And Afro, oh, he's just going to decimate them. 2 quick frags. LDLC are right here already. They seem to be wanting to just gather up, not going one by one. They're playing this. They're just playing picture-perfect Counter-Strike. The bomb isn't even going to be planted. They have no idea where PR is. They're still watching towards T-spawn. Maybe a little bit of faulty information. Nevertheless, he is on that bomb site. Wakey, wakey, LDLC. I think they're going to find this shot nonetheless. He's all out of ammo. And that is the Half Lakes. This has been a whitewash of a series.
Yeah, it's a little bit one-sided, to say the least. The only question now is, will Giants keep your stat going? The T-side pistols.
Ooh, I forgot about that. Here we go. Can I get a drum roll from everybody in the Twitch chat, please?
That has to be the worst drum roll sound effect I've ever heard. Just gonna say it how it is for everyone at home. That was horrendous. I was actually gonna bang on my desk to create a drum roll, but I feel like that's just gonna be
I was as well.
Also a horrendous sound.
That's not gonna be good. Yeah.
That's not gonna be a good sound for sure.
You know, the saddest thing is I'm genuinely excited about this being a T-sided pistol. I've not been
let's see.
even facing the prospect of double OT earlier, I wasn't this excited.
Well, glad to know the highlight of your day is the T-side pistol rounds. Maybe we should bring you in just to cast all future T-side pistol rounds. That's it. You can sit out the rest of the game, but just for the T-pistols.
Well, if they're going to pay a day rate for that, I'm fine. I'll do it.
Nonetheless, looking like it will be another A play here for LDLC. We've seen it time and time again in the previous half. Will it go any better? The boys from France.
This is
Fox
so
looking for information,
tense,
but he can't see a thing at all. That's the problem. Giants have literally no idea where LDLC are going to be heading from right now. That's a good kill to find as well already. First blood picked up as Fox falls. Yeah, it's not really going too well right now. Has to be said. Haji not only finding one, but likely a second. That's pretty much done. I don't think Nope can really do too much here. Trying to tap him down with a USP, but he's still got 4 players to find. He's found 2 of them, to be fair, with crispy taps, but the remaining 2 just peek him together. It will be a T round. Now you'll see up to 13, but look at those shots. 1 and 2. Very clean.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, putting some points on the board there, but not the ones that ultimately matter. 13-3. LDLC certainly on the home straight right now. Giants, they're not going to eat the eco. They're going to go for the instant force buy here. Double scout. I think that Fox needs some significant shots through mid. It's just not going to happen. Getting aggressive here. Now has to fall back. And this is pretty much just a whitewash. I'm pretty sure that LDLC should roll over this A-bomb site. Counter-Strike's all about shoulda, coulda, woulda. But Lambert, he finds that first pickup. The Deagle doing decent damage. Running out of ammo, though. And Giants now running out of players. A 3 versus 2. There's the scout falling the same way. They know exactly where Nope is playing from. And that was very close to nailing the 1 Deag. Still an opportunity with the MAC-10 here. But going towards a long, not usually regarded as the best weapon at range. And Afro seems to have all of the chips stacked. A lovely shot to finish. 14-3. LDLC look unstoppable.
Yeah, I think this one is very much done at this point. The Giants have to, as you say, take this one on the back foot now. Try and carry something forward into what looks like it'll be potentially the final round of the series. Just USPs. What a bleak sight. It's a shame, really, because Giants are a solid team on paper.
Yeah.
But it seems like LDLC just outclassed them today. Really have.
It actually feels like just a really good matchup for LDLC. We've been talking about the retakes a lot of the time in this game. This looks like a whitewash as well, obviously, with the pistols. But I think it's a really good stylistic matchup for them. They've played their own game. They've not allowed the Giants' firepower to shoot off by any means. They've put them in a lot of retake scenarios. I genuinely can't think of one time, apart from when Body tried to go for jumping AWP shots, that Giants have actually won a retake all series. I feel like this has just been LDLC besting them, and it's all been down to the teamwork. And those are situations that LDLC have forced themselves. As I say, play to your strengths, and LDLC certainly have been. They've got one more gun round to take down, and Giants will be out of the tournament before they even really got firing up. Gosh. He does it again. Pretty disgusting stuff, all things considered, from Sixer.
He's just been so consistent, hasn't he, with the... Whether it's been an AWP or even a rifle in this half, he's just been winning these fights towards long. Just across the map in general. Like, he's just been a beast, this map. Which is nice to see from Sixer too, because he has quite a colourful CS history, to be honest. He's not had the... He's had some good times, but he's also had some bad times as well. Obviously, playing on some bigger teams, then dropping down. Now sort of to the second, third rung of French Counter-Strike. Good to see him be able to find a place. I mean, right now, he seems to be playing very well with them.
And just nothing is going Giants' way, is it? Perhaps they might be able to sweep away these final two players and extend things momentarily, but I don't even know if I can see that happening right now. LDLC, they're firing on all cylinders, and it's once again down to Sixer. The man with the plan now needs to hit a couple of headshots, and it's only the one and done, as Giants once again extends it ever so slightly, but this is exactly what happened on Nuke. This really does feel like we're watching the same map twice.
Yeah, I'm not exactly super hopeful for Giants right now, to be honest. Definitely a repeat of Nuke. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to get it going. The LDLC have just outclassed them here, both individually and tactically. Looks like we are going to see a B play to try and close this one down. Sixer, the man to try and open things up, but just flicks away at a moment's notice. That gives a double kill over to the Giants side and creates an opportunity here for Giants to keep this one going as Fox finds Hadji. Giants baiting LDLC in hook, line, and sinker. This has been a flawless round from them so far. Where was that 13, 14 rounds ago?
Yeah, we needed to see that back on Nuke as well. One of the funky stats is Sixer is actually 22-7 right now. We haven't been able to see his scoreline very much because he's seldom died, but 15-5 right now. It will be an eco round for LDLC, so another opportunity for the Giants to get back on the board. And I'll repeat what I said on Nuke as well, because it feels like we're watching mirrors of the same map. Exactly, pretty much identical twinned maps in this series, but if Giants can get to 10, 11 rounds, then we can start to get excited about this one. But LDLC can end this at any moment with the pistols, any of these rifle rounds, any opening frag by Sixer. As Giants, it makes you play so scared. Fox is probably not going to want to go as aggressive with those peaks as the scoreline closes. Absolutely any entry can end this game. And that's the freedom that you get from being so far ahead. And LDLC are substantially far ahead. Even if you've not played a lot of Counter-Strike, even if you've only watched CS a couple of times, it's blatant to see.
LDLC, unfortunately unable to make anything of this round at least. Afro going to chime in for one, but that will be all. Giants going to chalk it up to 6 rounds total, as the LDLC are presented with an opportunity to full buy-in. Once again, look to try and close this one out.
And funnily enough, they haven't really struck in for a massive buy in this one, LDLC. Yes, they're going aggressive here and somehow doing sensational amounts of damage. That was a suicide. That might just have set the tone for this game. I think that might be a nice little analogy of what's happened this series, Flakes.
Yeah, it's far from ideal, isn't it? Problem is now as well is if you push mid doors, you're looking at an easy kill for Body, who's in fact going to push and not going to check his corner. I'm going to say push and check his corner, but he doesn't. Catching me by surprise there as he's just a bit oblivious to the aggression of Giants. LDLC definitely being a little bit more sloppy here as they do try and force this one over the line. Fox gets a kill before being immediately traded. That brings us to a 2v2. Quickly made a 2v1 as it becomes all on Hadji to get this one done and dusted. Now his opponent, low HP, spotted. Of course he goes for the jumping headshot. Wouldn't be Hadji if he had it any other way, would he?
Oh. The game continues, Flakes.
Can't help but feel like LDLC could have closed this out about 5 rounds ago.
They definitely could have. That is absolutely true. Hadji could have probably closed it out right there as well. I think that Renato obviously playing the angles to his advantage there, just holding that head glitch angle where over those boxes you can only really view the tip of your opponent's head. It's a really difficult shot to hit. Hadji must have known that he was going for it, but just a little bit late to the party. 15-7. We see the scoreline close ever so slightly. It did seem that over by short, PR was more than ready for that boost. It falls at the right time. LDLC not wanting to give away freebies. Isn't charity work.
Just over a minute to work with, so LDLC have a lot of time here to try and look for an opportunity. Actually using that to see if maybe he can catch someone crossing through mid, but with little to no rotation coming through, they are going to be forced to get on the aggressive here and try and force the issue towards their chosen site. And it's looking like it's going to be another A play here, and that could be problematic. Fox is in prime position to whittle them down here, get first blood, and even if he's traded at that point, it means Giants will still maintain that one-man lead, and they'll just be able to trade their way to victory.
Still a bit of a chance in this one. Fox gets smoked off for just the moment. Time ticking low, and LDLC going to go for this split approach. Fox is caught all the way out in the open. Gets saved. And Lambert, Afro, both dealing in the damage. Fox does find another one. A 1 versus 3, and there's just not enough time left on this board. No chance. As Giants closes this up once again, 15-8. I wouldn't say that this is too exciting yet, but I would say that Giants are giving themselves a slight opportunity here in this second map.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to open this game up again, aren't they? Every round counts at the end of the day. A big thing to remember is LDLC are not made of money. It's not like they're getting a full buy every round and they're trying to close this one out. Every round that Giants takes is another round that damages them. Here, for example, now it's going to be Tech9's pistols to try and get this one done. It makes life easier for Giants as they try and chain these rounds together, and it's working out wonderfully for them. Up to 8 on the board. The comeback seems real, to be honest. I think we'd be discrediting Giants if we didn't give them the appreciation for the work that they're doing right now. Unfortunately, not the greatest of starts. They did lose PR within just a few seconds, but still a significant firepower advantage. This should ideally be another Giants round. And from there, they can start to try and bring things sort of within double digits.
Usually these pistols are really hard to maneuver into a successful position, especially here on Dust 2 with the long-range engagements and angles. Maybe if you can negotiate a deagle into position, you can sometimes just nail the headshot. That's what Afro has done already, but these players being spotted and Renato out in the open. They need to now deal with this crossfire. Lambert finding the first. He's still got more to deal with. And Renato drops a 3 versus 2. Giants need to be very careful where they tread here in this retake. Otherwise, it'll just all be over. The smoke on the floor. Afro finds another. Bloods is way too low on HP to make the magic happen. He's on 7 points of health. And Afro, he should be able to finish him off right here. This is such an impossible scenario. Game over. GG. 16-8 in map number 2 of this series.
And that's a 2-0 for LDLC. They will face Na'Vi Jr. tomorrow. And our first best of 3 of the day to decide who will be going to the lower bracket grand finale up against the open qualifier champion so far. Hard for you. What a game it has been. What a series overall we have seen. Dominant performance from LDLC. Now we look to tomorrow. Join us then for more LOOT.BET Season 7 action.